Okay, well, we've got a little something going on. Things are always developing. Look at these fine specimens of Mustang / Ford horsepower. These are great. What are these? These are a set of E7s, and they have been around for a while. I've literally had these heads since 97 or 98. And I've just kept them around. Normally I just chuck E7s and they get lost and no one cares and all this kind of stuff. But these have managed to stay around. We had these on a stock motor that we got out of the junkyard. These came from the junkyard. They were on a motor. That short block is what is in actually Super Secret. These heads did duty on the friend of mine had a '69 Mustang, and he wanted to get it running, do a bunch of other stuff to the car while he was building his motor. So he dropped that little 302 in there and ran these heads for a little while. He did grind the exhaust ports, the thermactor bumps out of them, just for the heck of it. And once he got his car kind of running everything, he was almost had his motor ready, gave me the motor back. I put it in a car called Mini-Me that I had. It was an 85 coupe that I bought from a car lot. That's the story within itself. I got it really cheap though. It was a 4-cylinder, 4-speed car, converted it to 5-liter, and gasp, it had an automatic in it. Cause cool story. I had a good friend of mine, some of you guys may remember him from the videos or a video where I talked about his Maverick, Tyson. And as you can imagine, I've kind of always been a stick shift guy. So, he had a Maverick with a C4, and I was always like, man, if this thing had a 4-speed or something, it would be so much cooler. And he's like, well, you've never driven a real automatic. So I built a C4. I had a C4 built with reverse manual valve body and pro stick, shifter, and a converter, and it sucked. It click, 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 click. It was boring, and it burned itself up probably in about 8 or 9 months. But it was in Mini-Me, had a small nitrous kit on it, and the car ran. At the time, I thought it ran pretty good. Now, obviously, I think it should have been much, much faster, but never ran on slicks or anything like that. So anyway, these heads were on that motor that was in that car. Then that motor was pulled out. It was put in short bus for a while, and then these heads actually did duty in the van. These were in the van when I converted to roller cam. This was before the channel, of course. And then they just been sitting on the floor. So what are we doing now? Let's get to where we are now. These are the heads I'm going to put on the LOVEBOAT, and just because the E6s completely suck. So if you want to know why they suck so bad, you can go to David's channel. It is FXRSDRIVER, and he has a video showing the chamber design of the E6, the turbo swirl, and it is trash. That's my opinion. If you disagree with it, that's fantastic. I think they suck. So we were going to put some E7s on that motor. We also got a small cam that we borrowed from Pirate. It is a Crowler 15111 or something. I will put the specs in here somewhere. It's very small. We're not trying to do anything radical. We're just monkeying around. And because we got someone talking a little, someone was saying a little something, so we weren't going to go full bore with we weren't going to go full bore with the other motor out of the Dragon with the aluminum head stuff. We were going to do something a little bit more basic. But as always, things start escalating a little bit. And David said, why don't you let me pick these heads up from you and your little torquer and let me run the grinder through them a little bit. So David's going to come by. He's going to take the intake with him. He's going to take these E7s with him. He's not going to do anything crazy. He's just going to do a little bit of work to them, just just to make himself feel better. He can't help himself, and I can't help myself letting him do it. So that's what we are doing. I'm just going to break the valve springs off of it, knock the springs out, so when he gets them, you know, he'd rather have them without springs because he ain't got to break them down, which is fine. So that's what we're doing. These heads and this intake and a small cam will be in the Love Boat when we finally get it all assembled and get it ready to go. So just letting you guys know, that's what we're doing. A lot of talking, not a lot of working. So now I'm fixing to get my valve spring compressor out, and you guys know the deal. So we'll just come back real quick once we got them all knocked out, or maybe we won't. Maybe the next clip you'll just see David. I don't know. Who knows? But let's do it. Okie dokie, we got it all broke down. Got valves and springs, got our heads, so they are now ready. Had to use some sockets, some punch, screwdriver, mallet, the hammer. We had to use all the tools, but we got it. We got them broke down. So now we're just waiting on David. So, all right. Looks like a winner to me. So we'll see you guys in the next clip. Look at this right here. I gotta catch this for posterity's sake, so when people know what's going on, it'll be on your channel. You'll be like, hey, look at all this crap I'm doing.
I wasn't gonna put nothing on there.
Oh, well.
We're gonna keep it on the download.
I'm probably, look at, I'll keep it on download till it ain't on the download no more, and I'll post it up. Where are you at? Look at this guy. Look at them baller wheels on that thing. So, and David's, we'll talk about it at lunch or something. David's gonna tell us about all the magic. All the magic. I mean science, shit, my bad. Oh crap, I just cursed. Okay, what the heck is going on? Well, some time ago, maybe a month or so ago, Kevin's been working on his 55, and he asked me about when the Lincoln Love Boat was going to be ready to go. And I was like, I don't really know. I mean, I got a lot going on working on other cars. It's not, you know, something I'm really worried about. And as I alluded to earlier in this clip, early in this video, which those clips are a couple weeks old, Kevin was like, well, you know, I'm going to be coming for the Love Boat. Now, the last time the Love Boat was at the track, you know, it went a 907. You know, it weighed whatever it weighed. I don't even know what it weighed at that point, 3,500 pounds or something like that. You know, it's got AOD in it, you know, E6s. And so, you know, I decided that life wasn't for me. And when he mentioned the 55 and wanting to kind of race the Love Boat, and granted, the 55 at this moment is a long ways away from where the Lincoln potentially would be just with a T5. But he's got some modifications he's planning on doing to the car, and should, you know, he thinks he can get it down into the 8.0s with stuff he's got laying around. So I'm not going to sit here and say that he can't. Probably can. I don't really know. But he wanted, you know, hey, I'll be coming for the Love Boat. And I'm like, you know, hey, easy there, kid. You know, so he was asking me, what do I think the Love Boat was going to run? And I said, well, I don't know. And that's what got me not putting the other motor in. Just, you know, it was like, hey, I'll just leave the motor that's in it. I can still use the headers that Bruce, you know, that I had, that came with patches. And I like using stuff I got laying around. I don't know. I like just junk, and I like to backtrack for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. So, but I can't stomach the E6 heads. So when I mentioned to David what was, you know, Kevin was this, I'm gonna put E7s on, he said, whoa, yeah, let me just work to them. Well, that was kind of going to be on the down low. So Kevin, you know, kind of sneak up on him a little bit. But now David has kind of wanted to, you know, he's working on the heads. So he wanted to know, hey, is this still on the down low or what's going on? So what's happening is I'm teeing this up for him on his channel. He's going to be doing those E7s that he took. He's maybe going to put a little bit more work into them than what he originally thought he was going to do. He's also modifying that torquer intake over at his skunk works that we are calling the Grindhouse, because that is what's going on over in that place. He gets his grinder on. So the E7s are at the Grindhouse along with that torquer intake, and he's going to put up some videos on what he's doing with the E7s. And I don't know why E7s has become a hot topic, but it seems like it's become a thing for some reason. I have no earthly idea because I don't particularly care, but whatever. So he's going to do he's going to do some more work. E7 is going to do some work to the intake, some ideas that he wanted to do, and I will probably put that intake on Pro Stocker to try it out, just see if we can do an apples to apples, even though we don't seem to be doing very good at apples to apples comparisons nowadays. See if we can get that done, and maybe we'll put those E7s on that car as well. We've got some thin head gaskets we could use. I mean, we got options and stuff, so it's, you know, when David did the E7s that are on the Pro Stocker, they weren't meant to be anything other than just a little bit of port work and, hey, this is just a throw together motor with a B cam. Let, you know, it's stock short block, just go here, race, blah. You know, it wasn't supposed to be, there wasn't any real effort put into it. So I don't know. So what we're going to end up with, I don't know where this is going, but this whole thing was, I had these clips and Dave was asking me this actually this morning. I said, I will put an ending on that video and just, like I say, just tee it up for you. So his channel is FXRSDRIVER. It's in red letters right here in your face. So he will have the upcoming stuff on what those E7s will be capable of or comprised of or whatever you want to call it. So where they end up on the LOVEBOAT or on Pro Stock, who knows? Either way, those would go to LOVEBOAT, whatever. That's also what we're going to use our B cam for. I had that small cam from Pirate, but why use that when you can use a B cam? I mean, I put a B cam in. I don't care what Kevin puts in that thing. He can put a freaking tree limb in there from a sequoia tree. Go to California and get it. Stick it in that 350, which would instantly make it at least a 383, and it still ain't gonna be enough for the B cam. That's just math, kids. I mean, I don't know how to say it. You know why? Because he ain't got 4-bolt mains. You know, you should you guys know about that. He ain't got them 4-bolt mains. And without them 4-bolt mains, and it didn't come from a Corvette, because everybody knows that every 350's 4-bolt main come from Corvette. That's just a stat. So, but he ain't got that. He got some old truck 350, 2-bolt main. Don't even worry about that stuff. He ain't worried about that. So I don't care what he puts in it. I don't care what cam he puts in it. We're gonna have a B cam. Game over. It's not even. We don't even got a race now. So anyway, we're just having some good natured trash talking. So that's what's going on. It's a long video, a bunch of yakking, but I don't even care anymore. You guys watch it or you don't, or you like it or you won't. Hey, that kind of rhymed. I like that. So thanks for commenting. Good, the bad, the ugly. Hit the down button. A lot of talking, no working. So that deserves a, hey, give that a tug. Milk that dislike bucket. Milk it. Milk that thing. And yeah, thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel through all the ways you guys support us by that. And just you guys being you, putting up with me. So, and thanks for watching. And until next time on Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos on this here YouTube, this man's YouTube right here. We'll see you guys in the next vid, and by God, we'll turn a wrench in it, I think. Ooh, maybe a total lie. I don't know. We're gonna have some videos coming out. We're turning some wrenches because we got some work we got to be doing. So, all right. See you guys later. Damn, I gotta go.